Hello everyone, this is Daniel with FitnessBlender.com, and today we're going to be going through an upper body cardio kickboxing and upper body strength training routine. So we're going to be doing a little bit of that cardio first, and then we're going to finish it off with a little bit of that strength training to go through and really tire out that upper body. So we need to go ahead and get our warm-up done first, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to be doing 30 seconds for each one of these warm-up exercises. Let's go ahead and get started. Our first one is going to be wrist rolls, so try to let it relax as much as you can. You can put those arms straight out in front of you, and nice and slow, stretch them out and over and back. Just try to do a nice full range of motion, making a big circle with those wrists, opening that hand and pulling it in as close as you can. So you want to actually flex those hands back away from you as much as you can, or back towards you, as well as curling them back underneath. So open them up, and then open them up. Tuck them under, roll them over, open them up. You can go into a sidestep arm cross, so just nice and slow, step side to side, arms crossing one over top of the other. Just make sure every single time you cross, a different arm is on top. A lot of times people have a tendency to do the same side over and over again, just out of sheer habit. So like if you're right-handed, a lot of times that right side will always be either on top or on bottom, depending on how you learned it. But you always want to try to force your brain to work both left and right sides evenly. So we're going to do a ventral raise with a lunge. You can step forward, stretch those hands back, kind of arch that back a little bit as far as it's comfortable, and then back down. Again, stretch it back, stand back up. Every single time you step out, try to go a little bit further, warm those legs up a little bit more, warm that shoulder joint and that lower back up a little bit more. Just keep pushing through it. We're going to do push-pulls next. So feet just about shoulder width apart, hands start in nice and close. Push straight out in front of you as hard as you possibly can. And nice and slow, squeeze them back in, pulling those elbows back behind you. Push out. Pull in, really work against yourself. So start out relatively light, and then as you go, start working harder and harder and harder. Nice and slow, press it forward, and pull it back. Do the same exact motion, but this time we're going straight up over your head. So bring those elbows down to your sides, press straight up, grab an imaginary bar, pull it down as tight as you can. Knees slightly bent, core nice and tight. Press it up. Squeeze it back down as hard as you can. So really work against yourself. This isn't just a motion. You're not just moving those arms around. You really want to fight yourself the entire time. So press it up. Pull it back down. One more. And torso circle. So keep those hands up. You're going to go down. Sweep those feet across, up. Stretch it back a little bit. Same thing on the other side. So down. Open that chest up to the side, stretch it back slightly, then back down. Keep those hands up over your head, or close to it anyway. And let that one relax. We're going to go to arm circles next. So bring those arms straight out to shoulder height, palms down to start. We're moving forward. Nice, slow, controlled motion. And flip those hands over, still going forward. And switch the direction, palms still up. And palms down. And let it relax. Do a torso rotation with the knee, so you're going to rotate, bring that knee up, and then same thing on the other side. Rotate, knee up. So start slow, and then start working into it a little bit faster once you feel that range of motion increase through that back. Moving into a boxer shuffle next. And into that boxer shuffle, stay up on those toes. Start to get those hands up a little bit. Keep those shoulders moving. Stay up on those toes. Keep those feet moving nice and quick. We've got about 20 seconds of this left, and then we're going to go into jumping jacks for our last exercise, or our last warm-up. Just keep those feet moving. You can either stay right up on the ball of your toe, just straight up and down, or you can do a little bit of a shuffle side to side, whichever is more comfortable for you. And jumping jacks. Nice controlled arm. Start it relatively slow, and then as you have control over it, as it starts feeling more comfortable, start speeding it up. Again, keep those arms as extended as you can, only a slight bend of that elbow. Keep that shoulder socket nice and contracted, you don't want to let it release. 5 seconds left, as fast as you can. All right, back to that boxer shuffle. We'll be right back to start into that cardio kickboxing. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and do our cardio kickboxing portion of this. Think of this as a HIIT routine for your upper body. We're going to be doing 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, twice through for each exercise, once leading with the left, once leading with the right. And I'll go through and I'll explain each one as quickly as I can in that 10-second gap in between. All right, let's go ahead and get started. We'll be starting off with a nice simple jab, jab, cross. Again, that's jab, jab, cross. All right, we've got about 3 seconds left. As fast as you can, as hard as you can. Jab, jab, cross, jab, jab, cross. Make sure you're keeping up on your toes. Keep those lungs open. Remember, you're going 20 seconds straight. Pick a spot on the wall and just punch straight for that. Try to be as accurate as you can and as quick as you can. All right, a little bit of a rest. Do the same thing, leading with the other side. Jab, jab, cross, jab, jab, cross. And start up. Nice and quick. Again, 2 punches with the leading shoulder, 1 punch with the rear. Find that spot on the wall in front of you and just go for it. All right, keep those feet moving. We're doing 2 uppercuts and 2 hooks next. So again, left arm forward. So it's be upper, hook, hook. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2. Go as fast as you can. Keep those lungs open. Keep breathing. All right, let it relax. Do the same thing on the other side. So uppercut, uppercut, hook, hook. Start them up. Keep it going. So I got my rotation backwards. We're leading with that outside hook first. Lungs open. All right, let it relax. We're going to be doing 2 elbows and 2 knees. So elbow, elbow, knee, knee. Start up, elbow, elbow, knee, knee. So you do this, chest, chest, shoulders and lats. Focus on a really nice quick motion. And we're doing that knee, really drive with those arms. So down, down like you're doing a pull down. All right, let it relax. Same thing on the other side. So elbow, elbow, knee, knee. All right, here we go. Keep them going. As fast as you can while still keeping control. Get those shoulders into it as well. A little bit of rotation through that torso. Full body pull down with those arms. All right, let it relax. We're doing 2 jab cross and 1 uppercut. So it's jab cross, uppercut. Start out. Keep it going. Jab cross, uppercut. Chest and back pushing forward. That uppercut is that torso and that front of that shoulder. All right, same thing the other side. Jab cross, uppercut. Start up. Jab cross, uppercut. Lungs open. Pick that spot on that wall. All right, moving to the next. 2 hooks, 2 knees. So this will be hook, hook, knee, knee. Start with the arm forward. Hook, hook, knee, knee. Hook, hook, knee, knee. Keep it going. Focus on that motion. Chest and back for that hook. Lats for that knee. Hook, hook, knee, knee. Hook, hook, knee, knee. All right, same thing on the other side. Switch that leading arm. Leading arm first. Hook, hook, knee, knee. All right, start them up. Whoops, wrong one. Hook, hook, knee, knee. Hook, hook, knee, knee. Must be getting nice and tired if I'm forgetting what I'm doing. Keep those arms moving. I'm going to 8 minutes straight through with just that 10-second break. All right, doing a jab, cross, and 2 rear elbows. So jab, cross, elbow, elbow. Really sling it back. Jab, cross, elbow, elbow. Jab, cross, elbow, elbow. Lungs open. Focus on that movement. Chest, chest. Rhomboid, rhomboid. All right. Same thing on the other side. Jab, cross. Rear elbow, rear elbow. Start up. Jab, cross, elbow, elbow. Jab, cross, elbow, elbow. Keep it moving nice and fast. All right, we've got 2 more to go. We've got 3 uppercuts in a row, a jab, cross. So it's gonna be uppercut, 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 jab, cross. Keep it going. Uppercut, 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 jab, cross. Using that shoulder, that upward motion. Chest for punching forward. All right, same thing on the other side. 3 uppercuts for that rear arm. Jab, cross. Keep that other arm up. Lungs open. All right, let it relax. We have 1 left to go. This is gonna be a jab, cross over and over again. No stop. Doing it up at an angle. So jab, cross. And just keep it going. No rest. Moving nice and quick. Pick a spot up on the ceiling and just go for it. Keep those lungs open. Let it relax. Just 1 more. Push yourself as hard as you can. You want those arms nice and jello-y. Jab, cross. Step on those toes. Never go completely flat-footed. Keep yourself moving. Think of one of those punches being your main lead. So you're kind of leading with that rear foot, giving a little extra oomph out of throwing yourself forward. Whew. All right, that was it for that cardio kickboxing. I hope you're out of breath like I am. Let's give a little bit of a drink of water, a little bit of a break. We'll be right back to start in that upper body strength. All right, everybody, we still have that strength portion left to go. We're going to be doing 6 different exercises, 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off in an AB format. So as you can see, I have a bench here with me. If you do not have a bench, don't worry about it. You don't need one. You can do all of these exercises laying down on the ground. If you do happen to have a bench, I suggest using it. It gives you just a little bit of extra range of motion. All right, with that said, let's go ahead and get this started. We're going to be starting off with a close chest press, so grab what weight you need for that, just pressing out straight in front of you. So I'm going to be using 40 pounds per hand. So go ahead and lay down flat on the ground again if you don't have a bench. Otherwise, laying on that bench, palms facing in towards one another, you're going to drop those elbows by your sides and then press it straight back over top of that chest. So keep those elbows tucked in nice and close. This might feel a little bit strange. You might be used to having those arms out nice and wide. So you always want to try, if a new exercise comes up, start with a little bit lighter than you would normally so you can get used to it. So not only is this going to work that chest a little bit differently, it's also going to work that upper shoulder as well, the front of that shoulder. Almost done. All right, drop those weights back. Go ahead and get ready for the next exercise, which is going to be a close row. I'm going to be dropping down to 30 pounds per hand for this one. Back nice and flat. You can be doing exactly the same motion, just tipped over forward. So arms come straight up to the side and slowly back down to a full extension underneath that shoulder. Nice, slow, controlled motions. Bring those feet in nice and close. Keep checking on that back. Make sure you have that back nice and flat. You want to feel like you're actually kind of tilting that chest forward towards the wall in front of you. Just keep it going. And let it relax. Back to that chest press. We're keeping that weight nice and narrow. Hands right above those shoulders. Tuck those elbows to your sides. Press it right back up. Those arms should be already relatively tired from that kickboxing routine. So if you're feeling extra worn out with this, don't worry about it. It's not you, it's the routine. So just go through what you can with what weight you can control, and don't worry if you need to drop weight halfway through. Try to keep that weight, that motion under control. All right, dropping back down. We got one more round of that close row. Dropping back to 30 pounds per hand. All right, feet nice and close together, back flat. Draw those arms up to those sides. Nice, slow, controlled motion. Keep those elbows tucked into your sides. Try to let them kick out wide. Almost done. And let it relax. All right, we're moving on to the next exercise, which is going to be a ventral lateral raise. These are relatively difficult, so drop that weight down nice and low. Starting off with a lateral raise, up and out to the side. Whew, already feeling that. And then straight up in front. Palms facing forward. Palms facing down. If you want to, you can rotate that hand so you have palm facing down in front as well. Try to keep those arms pulled back as best you can. Try to get that weight at least to shoulder height. Ooh, let it relax. All right, we're doing a pullover next. So I'm using 20 pounds for this one. On your back, getting flat down on the ground if you don't have a bench. The dumbbells come over your head and then pull right back up over top of that chest. Watch that lower back. Make sure you don't let it arch up. You want to keep that lower back pressed down against that mat. Belly button pulled in nice and tight. Keep those arms relatively straight. Just keep it going. Focus on keeping that core nice and tight. And let it relax. All right, back to that ventral lateral raise. This is gonna hurt. That first round was pretty tight or pretty difficult. Just focus on that range of motion. Oops, forgot the last one. We're doing a ventral raise as well. So out the side for that lateral raise. Up in front for ventral. I'm only using 10 pounds per hand actually. So this doesn't take much to tire those shoulders out. Keep it going. Wow. And relax. All right, back to those pullovers. Back down on the ground or on that bench, whichever. Keep that back contracted down, flat against that mat. Drop those hands, then pull them right back up over top. Again, if you want to change the motion on this, turn those palms forward. You'll feel it in a slightly different part of that lat and shoulder. Check that lower back, keep it pressing against that mat or against that bench. And let that one relax. All right, moving on to the next two exercises. We're starting off with a hammer and regular curl. I'm actually gonna use the same amount of weight I just did. So, hammer curl is first, palms facing forward, in towards one another. You're gonna squeeze them in tight, nice and tight to that shoulder. Then palms facing forward for that regular curl. Back down. Palms facing in towards those thighs. Palms facing forward. Just keep alternating back and forth. Try to spend as little time at the bottom of that range of motion as is possible. Constantly keeping a little bit of tension in that bicep to really tire it out. Keep it going. Ooh, this is gonna hurt. Let it relax. All right. Dropping down to just the handle. With a little extra weight in there, a little extra slug for 10 pounds. Palms straight, or hands straight up over your head. Bring those hands straight back and right back up again. If you have the shoulder range of motion, you're gonna tilt that hand so that palm is facing straight down towards your back. And do that motion from there. This is gonna feel a lot more awkward than the traditional overhead tricep extension, but it also hits that tricep in a very different way. Just keep it going. I don't know about you guys, but I'm sweating like crazy. Woo! All right, drop those down. I'm gonna drop that weight a little bit on that curl for this next round. Down to 15 pounds per hand. So again, palms facing in towards one another for that hammer curl. Let it relax down, rotate those hands forward for that regular curl. Just keep switching back and forth. Nice, slow, controlled motion. Try to keep those elbows pulled back. As you become more and more tired, your body's going to try to pull those elbows forward to cheat a little bit. Keep those elbows pulled back so the top of that range of motion, it's nothing but bicep strength holding that hand up there. Get one more in. All right, last exercise. Backside overhead tricep extension. Hands straight up. If you can, remember you're going to pull those, they'll rotate those hands in so that hand, or that palm is facing straight towards your back. Keep that core tight, keep that spine neutral, try to arch that back. Keep it going. We're almost done, just 10 seconds left. And let it relax. All right, drop those dumbbells. Shake out those hands for just a second. We'll be right back or jump right in to that cool down and stretch. All right, guys, let's not waste any time on this. Let's get our cool down done. We're doing each one of these for roughly about 30 seconds. I'm just going to kind of free form it just to see what feels good. So we're going to start off with an arm crossover stretch. So bring that arm up across your chest, grab behind that elbow, pull across, bring this other shoulder kind of in towards that arm. Try to keep it as close to your body as you can while pulling across that arm. You should feel it across that upper back. Just kind of stretch, wiggle around a little bit. Find an extra stretch if you can. Just don't let that shoulder release. Same thing on the other side. So bring that arm up again. Grab that elbow, pull across. Again, just kind of work into it. Try to find that little extra stretch. Grabbing that elbow, pulling across in front of your body. And let that one relax. Bring one arm up over top of your head. Grab behind that shoulder, grab your elbow, pull across. Again, find a few different motions or different positions. Just slowly move into, see if you can find a little extra stretch. Breathing nice and deep, trying to get all of that carbon dioxide out of that blood. Reoxygenate those muscles, get them to heal up a little faster. Same thing over on the other side. Bring that hand up, back to the shoulder, grab that elbow, and pull across. So we did a really nice heavy routine today. We did a little bit of cardio and a little bit of strength training, which means we have depleted all of your carbohydrate in your system, or very close to it, and a lot of your protein is going to be needed for rebuilding that muscle tissue. So make sure that you get a really nice, even, well-balanced meal tonight. Go ahead and let that relax. You're going to grab behind your back, stretch it back, just kind of pull those shoulders back. You don't have to tip forward, just pull those shoulders back. So what I mean by a well-balanced diet is the best thing you can do after a workout is relatively high carbohydrate, roughly about 60% or more of your overall calories for that meal right after should be some kind of complex carbohydrate. Then you're talking about protein and fat roughly balanced between the last bit. We're going to the wall next. That hand against that wall. Open that chest up as far away as you possibly can. So you want to lean a little bit more towards protein than you do fat content. So if you're running 60, then you should have about 20-20 fat and protein. Or if you really worked yourself hard, you know you're going to be sore the next day, bump that protein level up just a little bit more. It's like 25-15. Same thing on the other side. Switch it around. Fingers facing back behind you. Rotate across on that arm. Nice full deep breaths. Try to let everything relax as much as you can. Try to recover as best you can. And let it relax. We're going to do the next one up against the wall. Hands about shoulder width apart. A little above shoulder height. Step 1 foot back. Press that chest down between those arms. You should feel it inside that shoulder socket. Switch those feet. Keep that position. And let that relax. All right, we're going to do those wrists next. So bring those hands back, shove them forward, stretch out that forearm and that wrist. Try to get that thumb in there as well. Should be able to feel a little extra stretch through the inside of that thumb, especially if you sit at a computer a lot. Those hands and that thumb are going to be really tight. And the more you can stretch those out, the less of a likelihood you're going to have problems with things like carpal tunnel later on down the line. And same thing on the other side. Flex that arm back. Make sure you're getting that thumb pulled back. Get the lungs open. And let it relax. All right, guys, good job. This workout is complete. Hope you liked it. Hope you got nice and sweaty like me. Hope you get a little sore the next day. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.